Hello there. Hi. Oh, I am so excited for this conversation today. So welcome. If you are new to my world, I would love if you said hi. I'd love if you commented, told me where you were from, because this video actually goes out in a couple of different places. So I am excited that you're here. I'm excited to dive in this conversation. This conversation is one that I was prompted to discuss a couple of weeks ago, and I thought about writing a post for it, but I really felt that it was much better conveyed through a video, and so this is where we're going with this. So if you've noticed, the topic of today's video is, are you a 90%er and how to go 100? So let me just clarify and define what I mean by 90%er. So there are a lot of things that we do. There are a lot of things that we start. There are a lot of things that we commit to, but there is a very small amount of things that we actually complete. There are a lot of things that we will take 90% of the way and never finish that last 10%. We will take something 90% of the way, and then we're like, I'm bored, I'm gonna finish, I don't wanna do this anymore. There are so many things that we start and never, ever finish. Now, discount laundry, this is not one of those things, okay? Laundry is something that you always are doing all the time. It's never anything that you can be 100% done with. You know my whole story with that, right? So laundry is the one thing that you will never be 100% complete with unless you're living in a nudist colony. I'm obviously not, so this is not our conversation. But when it comes to 90%, we do things 90% of the time, 90% we get to. There are a number of reasons that we don't ever actually go 100% and finish it. And the number one reason that we don't ever actually go 100% all the way through is because that's how we've programmed ourselves. That is our habit. Our habit is to start something and not finish. You can also have the habit of starting something and finishing it. But for most of us, our habit is to start something and never actually finish it. We have so many of these, myself included, okay? I'm not the one person in the world who has finished all of the things 100%, right? There are things that I'm like, I just didn't finish, right? But if your habit is to start something and never finish, and thereby you're also afraid to start something because you don't think you'll finish it, we can change that. It is a habit. It is not who you are. It is a story that you're telling yourself right now. So, very first thing, I want you to, one, admit that you are a 90%er. It's okay. It's okay to be a 90%er. It's all right. There is nothing wrong with it. I remember having a conversation with one of my clients one time, and she said, well, I'm just a procrastinator. I'm just a procrastinator. And I said, and what's wrong with being a procrastinator? Well, you don't want to be a procrastinator. I said, why not? What's wrong with being and she couldn't actually articulate what was wrong with being a procrastinator. But here's what I showed her. I shined a little bit of light on this, and I said, okay, so you're a procrastinator. I said, but you get things done, right? She said, yeah, but it's usually at the last minute. And I said, but it's done. And what you've done, you have this incredible skill of procrastinating because you know the thing that needs to be done really isn't going to take you that much time. And maybe you work really well under pressure. And she went, well, I never thought of it that way. I'm a really great procrastinator. And immediately she flipped the story and she was like, you know what? You're right, because if I had started that thing earlier, it would have taken me so much longer to do it than if I just waited until the last minute to do it. I said, great. I said, but how do you feel about doing things last minute? Well, I don't really like it. Okay, well then let's work on that. And she shifted it. And she was like, oh, well, it didn't take me long to do. And I didn't procrastinate it. Great. And you didn't beat yourself up along the way. So the very first thing, it's okay if you're a 90%er. It's okay. But what I don't want you to do is write down a list of all of the things that you've done 90% of the way and say that today you're going to finish all of them. No. No, we're not going to do that to ourselves. That's not fun. Feels really exhausting. No, thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to start today. We're going to start to change this habit. Okay? Because 90% is a habit. 100% is also a habit. The difference is only 10%. Okay? So let's think of one thing that you've done 90% of the way. One thing. Whether it's organizing the house or cleaning the garage or making your bed or unpacking your suitcase or packing your suitcase or exercise program or a nutrition program or meal planning or organizing your calendar or organizing your desk. One thing, I just want you to think of one thing that you've done 90% of the way. Only one thing. Okay, you've got it? You got that one thing? Okay. Now with that one thing, I want you to make a plan to complete it. Okay? I don't want it to be perfect. This is not what I said. Okay, so if it's a website or if it's a follow-up with a previous client or a potential client, if it's a lead kind of thing, if it's an email that you're writing, whatever it is, it does not have to be perfect. We just want it to be done because we want to create a new habit where we finish things. Okay? Now, you've probably heard me talk about before. I love, love, love the Pomodoro theory. And it is a theory where you work on something in 20-minute increments, 20-minute blocks, right? That's all you give yourself to work on something. I thrive in 20-minute blocks. I could literally do anything in about 20 minutes when it's just that one thing, okay? So what I want you to do, you have that one thing, okay? I would love if you commented below. I would love if you shared it with me. If you need help creating a plan as to how to complete this thing and become a 100%er, if you need something, need a plan, message me, reach out to me, seriously. Send me a message, comment below, say, hey, I need help making a plan. Perfect, I can help you make a plan. I'm really good at this, like really good at it, okay? So what I want you to do, again, you have your one thing, and I want you to sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by X date. Now, usually I will tell you not to give something a date because I don't want the added pressure, okay? But this one thing, I don't want this one thing to be like, I'm gonna make $100,000 by December 31st and you've made $9,000, okay? This is something that you've done 90% of the way, okay? Not something that you've done 9% and you need to go the other 91%. This is something you've completed 90% of the way. You just have a little bit left on it. Okay? Just a little bit left on it. And I want you to make this plan to complete it by the end of the year. Okay? You have just over 2 months to complete this thing. Just over 2 months to go the other 10%. You can absolutely do it. Absolutely do it. Okay? So if you need help making that plan to get the other 10% down, send me a message, comment below, happy to help, happy to help. Now, what you're going to do then, okay, once you have this plan, I then want you to sit down and really think about what kind of things you're committing to. Because if you're somebody who commits to all kinds of things and only goes 90% of the way, then you're just going to continue to overcommit yourself. You're going to say yes to all of the things. You're going to say yes to all the Christmas plans. You're going to say yes to all the holiday parties. You're going to say yes to all the volunteering things. And you're going to find yourself totally, utterly, extremely overwhelmed. Been there, done that, and got the t-shirt, right? I'm living proof of this, right? So that is step 2, right? Step 1, you have your thing. You're making the plan to finish it by the end of the year. Step 2 is I really want you to sit down and look at the things that you're committing yourself to. Are you overcommitted? Most of us are overcommitted, which is why we're only ever going 90% of the way. And so this is an opportunity for you to get really, really crystal clear about the things that you're committing to. If you really don't want to do the thing, don't do the thing. It's okay to say no. No is a full statement. This is a video for another day where I talk to you about your no's versus your yeses. Video for another day, okay? But think about the things that you're committing to. If you are overcommitted, you're only ever going to go 90%, okay? So once you sit down and you make this plan for that other 10%, I want you to come up with one thing that you really want to complete. One thing that you really want to complete. Okay? It can be something super, super simple like organizing your closet. Okay, maybe that's not super simple. I just thought about how big my closet is. Okay, maybe it's something simple like teaching your kid how to tie her shoes. Maybe you've been procrastinating on that, right? Or maybe it's you are going to take your clothes to the donation center, right? You have the bags all packed, you just haven't taken them to the donation center. I want you to come up with one thing, in addition to the other thing, one thing that you can complete. Because what happens is when you can complete these little things and complete them 100% of the way, right? Like if you're going to do the laundry, put it away, be done with it, right? I did say laundry's never done, but that load of laundry can be done. Okay, this is what I mean, right? You washed it, you dried it, you folded it, you put it away. 100%. When you can do things 100%, you're going to start to reprogram your brain and you're going to be able to actually complete things. And that is incredibly powerful. That last 10% is the thing that makes the difference. Because any of us can go 90% of the way. Any of us can do something 90% of the way. Any of us can also go 100%, but a lot of us don't. And we have all of these 90% completed projects on our list of things to do, and we can't find the motivation to finish the last 10%. It's not that you're bored, it's that it's a habit. It's not that you're tired of it, it's simply a habit. You just get to change that habit. So if you want to be 100%, or you want to be the person that did the program, that completed it, start with something small, because it will snowball. It will create that new habit where you are a finisher, not somebody who goes only 90% of the way. So I am really excited to hear from you. Again, if you need a plan, you need help going that other 10%, please reach out to me. I am taking on private clients right now. I am working with them only through Voxer currently. Voxer is a voice messaging app, and I am running a special right now, so you can do 1 month for $777, or you can sign up for 3 months at $555 per month, or $1,500 paid in full, and that is Voxer support with me, private Voxer support with me, where I will help you to create the life and business that you desire with joy and a whole lot less effort, right? It takes a lot of effort to only go 90% of the way. Less effort to actually finish the thing. So think of all the, ready? Here's a great analogy, okay? So your 90% things are like all of these windows open on your computer, all those browser windows. They're 90% done. You know how much space that takes up on your computer to have all of those windows open? So much space. So much space. And what you can do is you can do one of those things 100% of the way, and then you close that window. And all of a sudden you have more space in your head and on your computer, right? Think of all the things that you have open on your phone, all your apps that you have open on your phone. My kids are constantly, Mom, you have so many applications open on your phone, and they will come through and they'll scroll them all out, right? I do this from time to time too on my own phone. I am an adult, I can do that, right? But think of all of the extra energy you have just by having all of those windows open, all those browsers, all those tabs open. That's exhausting to your computer. And the same thing is going on with your head when you only have something done 90% of the way. It's taking up so much space. So much space that you can't actually let creativity and new information come in because you're too busy worried about that 90% thing that you didn't finish. Let's finish one of them by the end of the year. Shoot, if you can finish it by the end of the day, kudos to you. Kudos to you. So, sending you so much love. If you are interested in working with me, again, I am doing Voxer support right now for my private clients. That is private Voxer support, $777 for 1 month. And my gosh, will it be life-changing. It's going to be incredible. Seriously, I can't wait. Can't wait for you to join me. So if you are a 90%er, you're looking to change into the 100%, definitely reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. I want to help you get there, especially by the end of the year, but if not, absolutely in the new year, because why waste all that space, right? All right, loves, I hope you're having a great rest of your day. And as always, be big, be bold, and be opulent. Bye, love.